right, we are live. So, welcome back, everyone, to Christmas Around the World. Thank you, everyone that's been joining in, watching the replays, sharing some of the videos. It's been really fun to learn about all these different countries and meet people from everywhere. And today, I have a very special visitor with me, a guest from Japan. I met Shu from BNI, which is where I get most of my guests. Wonderful organization. And very happy to have him and tell us all about Christmas in Japan. But first, welcome. Thank you very much for being here. And why don't you tell everyone a little bit about you and what you do?
Okay, thank you, Angie. And hello, everyone who's watching. My name is Shu Ouchi, and like what Angie said, I'm in Japan, and I belong to Le Monde chapter, which is one and only English-speaking chapter in Japan. So every month, end of the month, we have English gathering, the internationals, and then we met with Angie more than 1 year ago. And that's what we met, and then we start like sometimes giving the referrals or introducing someone, and that's how we are now doing. And my specialty is recruitment agency for foreigners, people who wants to work in Japan, or people who wants to work in Japanese companies. I always do the career consulting, and then even using the Zoom from overseas right now. I'll look for their jobs if there's anyone who could accept foreigners from overseas, and not just only the looking for visa, looking for the job. I also helping out them to provide their visas, and that's what I do for my business right now. Thank you.
Yeah, really exciting too because the Japanese culture is so popular here right now. We've talked about it before. It's interesting how it's growing, the interest in Japanese culture, and everyone wants to visit Japan and go to Japan. So, what a great opportunity if you really are interested in working there. Reach out to Shu. He is such a nice person, always looking out for everyone else. Even when I forget things, I'll see a little message and says, "Hey, Angie, how are you? Do you want to come visit?" And it's like, "Oh, yay, I wasn't forgotten." So he's just a really nice guy to work with and talk to. And something key that I have learned from working with a lot of international recruiters is that he does help with the visa process. A lot of people do the recruitment piece and then they say, "Here you go, good luck." So he's going to take you all the way through if you really want to. I know I trust him implicitly, and I encourage you to reach out as well as visit the chapter. So if you're interested in international business, great place to work in Japan. So, and the people there, everyone speaks great English. I've made really good relationships with several people in the chapter. So great place to visit. So real quick before we get started, we do have a guest. They're going to say hi to Beverly. Since her sister worked in Japan, has worked for a Japanese company in London, Ohio, for 30 plus years and loves the culture. We do have
Great.
a lot of Japanese companies here as well. So, um, very interesting to work with your culture. And speaking of your culture, it's very different around Christmas time. So, how do you celebrate the holidays? I'll just phrase it that way.
Okay, thank you for that question. It's because Japan is a little bit unique compared with Western culture, and we do celebrate the Christmas, but that comes really like afterward, because we traditionally prioritize New Year. New Year is one of like of course, we have a lot of like food that we prepare, and then things that we do, like go to shrine or something. But Christmas is actually one of the most busiest season for Japanese, because Christmas Day itself, everybody works, and Christmas Eve, yes, everybody's working, and because they're heading toward the new year. So it's like we do have a Christmas tree. We do have so many decorations, but it seems like those are really a commercialized atmosphere, and people buys Christmas present and gifts, but it's so in the midst of busy time. So I, but we have this also enjoyment that our holiday is starting and headed starting soon. So that's my impression towards like Christmas season.
Yeah, I thought that too. It sounds more like it's the beginning of your holiday season, whereas for me, it's the climax of my holiday season. It's, oh, it's Christmas. So yeah, and I think was it Vivian? I think maybe told me that in Japan, I don't, maybe it's more recently that some people even treat Christmas more like a Valentine's Day, like it's a day for couples to go out and have a nice dinner versus like a whole family thing. And I just thought that was really funny because
Mhm, mhm.
yeah, as
Yeah,
that's
exactly,
true though.
Angie. That's exactly like, it's more romantic. It makes you feel the atmosphere that, like go to the Christmas decoration places and, buying the Christmas gift each other. And I don't know where did the idea come from, but it's more on like for the couples. And couples are looking forward to how to spend their Christmas season together, and it's like a becoming of like couples day.
Isn't that funny? That's so funny to me because here it's all family. It's all
Yeah,
about
it's
family.
family
So
gathering, right?
yeah, but that's why I love to do these things because very often, especially when it's a big holiday in your own culture, whichever holiday that is, you get wrapped up in the fact that, well, everybody must be celebrating. And that's not true at all. And the more the world is open and we're doing business without borders and working with more cultures, we need to be more aware of different holidays and Japanese and vice versa. Like it would be good for Japanese people to know that they're not getting return emails on Christmas Day.
Mhm,
They might be working, we're not working. Um, or that like a lot of the Asian, like Malaysia, they have all kinds of holidays. Those guys
mhm,
are always on vacation. But just knowing what's important to them, like Diwali, I never even heard of that. And I thought how important it
mhm.
is to them, right? So it's really good to visit the different cultures and know what's important and what's not. And then the other one thing that I remember hearing, and I don't know who this was from, I think maybe Vivian too, but she said that a popular meal at
Mhm,
Christmas is
mhm.
fried chicken.
Really?
Fried
Actually, yeah. I know how American goes, and then I used to live in the United States, and they always have this turkey, like big turkey, and
yeah.
I love, yeah, also the gravy sauce. You put it on the top of the. But in here in Japan, I never saw turkey. Instead, we always have chickens, and we think that Christmas we eat chickens. That's our ideas.
Well, there you go. You don't have turkeys, right? You have to do something.
No.
Oh, that's funny. I had the same when I lived in Germany. They didn't have, well, they didn't have large turkeys. I was looking to make Thanksgiving dinner when I lived in Germany. I was like, what is this little thing? I'm having like a baby chicken for, didn't have it. So you got to change and do what you have, right? Oh, that is really fun.
Hey,
What
you know
about
what,
the,
Angie? Like what I said, like it's very busy season for Japanese. So um, the Kentucky Fried Chicken is full of lines. Like so many people are gathering, I know, trying to buy the just instant chickens.
yeah, convenience, instant chicken. Here it is. Oh my gosh, that is really funny. So one last question for you, unless you have something, but what about your children? Do they have Santa or something like Santa that brings
Yes,
them?
yes, yes. Yeah, the last Sunday, we actually had, our kids gathering, like moms and dads, and also come, and we had this Christmas party. And one of the dad who is kind of chubby got disguised to the Santa, and then he brought the present, and kids are trying to guess whose dad is that, and like but we do have that custom. And yeah, children tries, and some children, of course, they believe in Santa still. And
Okay.
we're always writing the wishes to the letter. And then I think, yeah, it was in some people, they put it in socks, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Some of the Japanese, they put it in just with drawer, like,
Oh,
and the present is in the drawer. I don't know
good.
how the things work, but
So, do you have Christmas trees? You said you had Christmas trees, though, right? Like you do the decorations and stuff.
yes, yes, we do have, yeah, yeah. But our
Yeah.
Christmas tree is very small.
Okay, so the present that's why the presents go in a drawer.
No, and I know you guys have like real Christmas trees, like you can go and purchase and then you can smell the fragrance of this Tannenbaum. But we always have this plastic, like artificial, like Christmas tree. So
Yeah,
yeah.
right, right.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, that's really fun. I really, really like that. So I just thought that was a wonderful culture to bring on, very different from our American culture where Christmas is the mecca of the holidays. So a different way to look at it. So is there anything else that you want to add about the holidays? Anything I didn't ask that I should have?
Okay. As I said, the most the moment where Japanese enjoys is the New Year. And I introduced a little bit about how Japanese spent New Year. And 3 days from the first to third is a very special day, and we family gather together in the morning, and we have this traditional food called ozoni. And we just eat that with drinking sake
Oh, that sounds nice.
from the morning.
Every morning, that's fun.
Yeah, so like, if you started to drink from the morning, of course, after that, you know how it goes. Like, you just lay down and just do nothing. And
Oh, I was thinking some karaoke if you're drinking sake from the
yeah,
morning.
some people goes karaoke, and of course, it's enjoyable moment. So like you can do whatever you want, but but that's how the morning starts. And
Okay.
I think, yeah, almost all the Japanese have that kind of 3 days traditionals.
So it's 3 days is
Yes, 3 days. Yeah, 3 days is very important. Why it's I don't know why, but yeah, 3 days.
You
Yeah.
know, that's interesting too, because a lot of countries celebrate either more the New Year or they celebrate what I call the Epiphany, which is like January 6th, like after Christmas.
Mhm.
So there's a lot of countries that don't really get back to the holidays till like the second week of January or the middle of that week. And the Americans, man, January 2nd, you're at work. It's over. So that's a different work way of working things too. So
I know, I
oh,
know.
that's really really cool. I love
And,
that.
can I share one story, Angie?
Absolutely, I love story.
This is it's very habitual for us. And when we were living in the United States, and that was the first year actually. And then we thought the Christmas is the busiest season, so we try to look around for the Christmas cakes on Christmas Day in America, but all the shops are closed, and
Yeah.
we couldn't find any Christmas cake. And then we started to get like, where can we find? And then we just saw there's 7-Eleven is open, and we just bought frozen apple cake. That's
See, important to know if you're moving to the United States, don't plan on getting stuff on Christmas.
Right.
Everything's closed.
That's right. I thought it's possible because in Japan everybody does that. So
Oh, that is funny. So how long did you live in the States?
actually I lived in States for 2 years when I was
Okay.
in elementary from sixth grade and seventh grade. So, but
Wow,
I
your
use.
English is superb.
Thank you, thank you. I use it. Yeah, of course, I use it in business and also like,
Right.
and my wife is foreigner, so we talk it in English in our house. So that's
Yeah,
what.
it's great and wonderful. Your accent is very, it's still there, just so light. It's beautiful. I really like it. I love talking to you.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, thanks for sharing that extra story. I love stories all the time. Those are the best, right? Real people telling real stories.
What about Angie? Do you have any sharing story on Christmas Day, like memorial stories? Like,
Oh gosh, yeah, we have a lot of crazy things that happen. Well, my last name's Snowball, so we none of us were normal
no,
to
that's
start with.
good.
We're all
You're
kind of crazy.
smart.
Yeah. I think what's most fun for us is my family celebrates on Christmas Eve,
Mm-hmm,
and which is the 24th, and there's a movie, a Christmas movie called Elf,
mm-hmm.
and my
Um,
family, you know that one? The kids love it. And when they were little, I took them downtown to our downtown Cincinnati, and we did some of the things that he does in Elf. Like they hop across the crosswalk and they went ice skating and saw big trees. And then there were more and more kids. And all of a sudden I was like, I've got all your kids. We should just make our family Christmas down here. So that's actually what we do for Christmas Eve is we go downtown and we do the ice skating and look at all the trees and the lights. And then we go back and have a dinner. But it's always fun, and they all dress up in reindeer costumes, so everybody's dressed up, and it's just we have a lot of fun with that. So yeah, good times. I'm looking forward to Christmas again for sure.
yeah, it sounds like so American type of like Christmas, and yeah, I can feel that the warmth of the family gathering there.
Yeah, no, we're really excited. And my family's very close. We actually went last night to the zoo here has a festival of lights. So they put lights all over the trees and you get to see walk through the zoo with all and we did that last night. So we're Christmas all through December. So we
Mm,
do a lot of celebrating together. It was great.
mhm, mhm.
Great. Well,
Great,
thank
great.
you again for being here. Always a pleasure to speak with you, and was really cool to learn about the different ways that the holidays are celebrated in Japan. And I hope to chat with you again next year on Business Without Borders. We'll talk more about your international recruitment and people working in Japan. So,
Thank you. Mm.
yeah. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
Mm,
We will be in Malaysia tomorrow. So we have 5 or 6 guests from Malaysia. They're very excited. They fight over which food is the best. So tomorrow should be entertaining to
great.
tune in and see our guests from Malaysia. And Shu, thank you again. Happy holidays.
You too, Angie. Thank you for invite. I enjoyed a lot.
Yeah. Oh, good. Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.